What's up, world? Welcome to my fitness channel. Today, professional boxer Fernando Rodriguez, who fights in the featherweight division, will be putting me through a training session the exact same way he trains leading up to one of his fights. We will be training at the world-class boxing gym in Dallas, Texas. The gym has no AC and it's hot, extremely hot. This is episode 1 of TrainEFit. Made it. What do you guys call this?
It's a world-class boxing gym.
Ooh, this is it. Nothing fancy, huh?
Like not coach, but
The chop house, huh?
used to be.
Oh yeah. I'm sure everyone knows this man here. Oh man, what did I get myself into? I just put my stuff down anywhere.
Do you know how to wrap up? Yeah.
I know how to wrap up like somehow. So kind of like I know how to wrap up for like I guess normal stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I've never wrapped up like that. I know how to wrap up for like.
I'll let you wrap up one and I'll see how you do it, and then I'll wrap you up on the second one.
I'm a little rusty. Haven't wrapped up.
Well,
I haven't trained Muay Thai in a while. Let's see here. Let's see if we still got it. Something like that.
I'm gonna have to teach you.
You gotta wrap my hands to apparently I don't know how to do it correctly.
I mean, you need more protection. Got it.
I don't know what it's about.
Alright, so let's get started.
That's how you did these. Right here. Here?
Yep. Work on that coordination. Try to get in rhythm, Ooh, the right side needs a little work.
Oh yeah. This side, weak with everything.
We gotta do another one of these. We gotta do another one of these.
This goes to show that I need more agility work.
Yeah.
My man's clowning on me. Just jab?
Jab, that's on.
Feel my shoulder. I made the mistake of doing shoulder work earlier. I was trying to kill time. But man, so the footwork is a lot challenging for me. Coming from a Muay Thai background, I'm used to being on the ball with my feet, being able to throw kicks from any position. This is a lot more challenging. My footwork, as he said, sloppy. But it's what
Needs work.
needs work. He's being humble again. He's being nice. Needs work. But that's why we're here. Showcase that. These boxing classes are great. I encourage everyone to get active, whatever you can do. But these guys go through it. The footwork, the level of coordination they need to have, attention to detail. The workouts are just far beyond just punching a bag. So methodical, so strategic.
All right, next round. 1, 2. We're just working 1, 2. 1, 2. Make sure you punch above your face, right? So in most cases, you're gonna end up. Most times, you're gonna end up fighting guys that are a little. You want them to end up lower.
Sure, yeah.
So, and for protection purposes, right? So when I throw my jab, I want to make sure I'm up here. I'm down here.
Yeah.
In case you try to come over the top,
I got it.
you block, right? You hit it right behind. And if you do end up sneaking it over, my head is here.
Then take my
I got to take my chin. That's where you'll go down. They call it the button, right? So,
The button.
yeah.
So we just finished up with a little bit of bag work. How often do you guys, is that, so we've gone from the bike to agility ladder and then the bags. Is that a typical warm-up for you?
No, so I mean sometimes the warm up can vary, right? We change up the warm up, but for the most part, me personally, I mean everybody has their own warm up, everybody does their own thing. Me personally, I like to get my heart rate up before I start on boxing.
Yeah.
After that, I do a little bit of shadow boxing, and then we go straight into the bag. Or mid-work, it depends. You know, you have to listen to your body. So it depends on what your body's telling you. If it's telling me that I need to go lighter today, then I don't go on the heavy bag because the heavy bag can be damaging, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you felt it like in your shoulder.
Oh, yeah,
right?
shoulder.
A lot of the fundamentals we're working on today, which is key. What I wanted to kind of show you.
Yeah.
That's basically what we're working on.
So we did, 15 minutes of bag work?
Yeah.
Roughly. You did 15 minutes, I did 10. I did 7.
You skipped around.
Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I'm never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, threw that ass survive, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit it to the sky, changed haters on a tirade. Talking to the grip in the face, be still, let that hit stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Drill spill from my lips, feel big from the lip. Take a sip till I pass out. Try and get grit, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow.
So we just seen you go through some, some lit work with your coach, and I know you mentioned that you've been working with him for, 3 years now? Or
Yeah,
what
but
now?
he's been in my corner for
a while.
since I started my pro careers.
You said that he's been with you since the beginning of your career. When did you start wanting to be a professional boxer or seeking out to be a professional boxer? Kind of give us a background on that, and yeah.
Okay, so truth be told, I think boxing kind of picked me. It was never my goal, right? I always watched that as a kid.
Yeah.
I was watching it as a kid, and I was just mesmerized by it. I was like, man, that's dope. Like, I used to see the fights, and I would think it was the coolest shit ever, and I kind of wanted to do it, right?
Yeah.
I did ask my parents when I was younger to put me in a boxing gym. They said no. They put me in baseball, right? So life went on. My parents got divorced. And life was kind of weird, so I ended up getting into trouble a lot. So I walked myself into a boxing gym.
Got it. To keep you out of the streets.
Yep, walked myself into a boxing gym, and I just I just started training a lot, and just like I was always good at sports. I'd like to say, so I was team captain of things and stuff like that. So, I ended up being good at boxing. Won my first tournament. Won my first Golden Gloves tournament.
Nice.
And then from there, one time I was going to compete in states.
Now, is that all here in Dallas?
I was here in Dallas.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
I was going to compete in like the state Golden Gloves.
Yeah.
But on my way there, they actually told me that I couldn't do it because I'm not a citizen. Right? I'm under the DACA administration, right? So I'm a dreamer, as they would call it.
Yeah.
And literally, right? And so I ended up being like, man, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing then if I can't compete at a higher level of the amateur game? From there, if you keep winning, then that's how you end up in the Olympics, which ultimately that's where you want to go in boxing.
Got it. And then go pro.
That's your resume.
Got it.
Well, you're building a resume, right? Just
For
like
sure.
in the
Just
work
like
field,
everything else.
like everything else, you're building a resume. So you want to have that on your resume. So when you decide to go pro, it's all on you. So boxing will teach you to be a grown-up. Boxing will teach you a lot of things about life, right? It'll teach you a lot about yourself.
Sure.
There's a lot of metaphors within the ring and life. From there, I was just like, man, what am I doing? Anyways, I still want to stay out of trouble because I had a lot of anger. I ended up, I kept training, and then at the time there was a reality show that was coming to Dallas, and it was actually done by the people at the gym where I was at.
Oh, that's cool.
And they thought
Was it this gym? Or
no, it was a
different
gym. It was a different gym. They thought, they saw me. They thought I was talented. I was around a lot of people, Errol Spence, Derrick James. I was around them since he was in the Olympics. So I was around a lot of guys, and I guess they were also saying I was good. So that helped my resume in that sense. And I signed my first contract.
Nice.
Had that little gig going on.
How old were you when you signed your first contract? If you don't mind my asking.
I was 26.
26. Now I know just from watching, again, I'm not that familiar with boxing, but from what I hear, the commentators say is that boxing is a young man's sport. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like at 26, do you feel like you were a little seasoned for it? How do you feel about the young man sport, persona that is said about boxing?
Right. So that's a great question, and I think it's something that doesn't get talked about a lot. And boxing, and I think combat sports in general, are your body is a car, right? Yeah. So if you build a car, you take it down the drag strip. Yeah. It's only a certain amount of times it has, right? Yeah. I think it's very similar to boxing, right? You see guys, Manny Pacquiao was 41 years old. Yeah. He beat a 24, 25-year-old, a prime 25-year-old, right? Klitschko was competing at 40-some years old. There's guys that are competing at a high level. Yeah. A lot of it has to do with how many miles are on your body.
Got it.
Right? How many beatings are you taking?
Battles you've been in.
Right. Yeah. So, and a lot of guys that, they start their career early, I said 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old. By their early 30s, they're kind of, depending on the fight style that they have, right? If you're crazy, like as a Mexican style fighting where they just brawl, then you're gonna probably have a shorter career just because you're taking a lot more beatings. And as I'm getting older, I say that from experience because I'm getting older, right? I'm in my mid-30s now, so I realize that this is the time where you have to really take care of your body. You have to work on things like mobility. You have to work on things like recovery. Yep. That's where most of the money's going now, is recovery. Yeah. And you work on flexibility, things that your youth will take you through. And some guys have that mental strength to push through it. Yeah. Right. And then you're risking it, and then there's guys that just call it. When you're younger, I think that's what separates some people. I think that's what separates me. Yeah. Right. I was bright enough to start early, so whenever I made my transition into the pro game, I knew I was like, I'm older than most starting the pro game. For sure. I'm starting to do the things right now, so I'm going to do my nutrition right. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to try to take care of my body now, so I can push it further. I saw myself still fighting at this age, so I'm like, I'm gonna push it, so I can last a lot longer.
So, right? That's a great mentality. My goal is, people ask me all the time, what you train for, you know, because I'm in strength training, you know, totally different realm, but you grow up wanting to lift heavy, wanting to, you know, do all that, but at a certain point, I'll be 36 now, so I'm like, people ask me, what do you train for? And from what I'm gathering is we have the same outlook on it. We focus on mobility, we focus on flexibility, functional stuff. It's safe to say that our goal, we have a common goal of longevity, right? We want to be able to do what we enjoy for as long as we can. And it seems like you're taking the proper steps to do that.
I'm trying. At the end of the day, the fight, the ring is gonna define that, right?
For sure.
I'm willing to test it out. Some guys are, some guys aren't.
Yeah.
I'm one of the ones that I'm here to test it out. I'm here to hopefully be a role model to those kids that want to start a little bit later.
Yeah.
And they can see like, oh shit, I can get there, right?
Yeah. There's been numerous people who've done it in various, you know, fields or, I guess, sports,
right?
As we should say.
I mean, two of my stablemates, which I'm sure some people might know, Anthony Joshua, Frank Martin.
Yeah.
They both started boxing at 18 years old, I believe, around that age, which is around the time I started as well.
Yeah.
So again, I surrounded myself with the perfect individuals.
For sure. Awesome. We're gonna get into some mitt work now.
Yeah, I'll show you some. I want to show you some actual like boxing technique instead.
All right. Slow down. Come up.
I think he can go to 50.
It's over here. Have you ever thought about boxing? Doing a boxing workout? I recommend working with a professional because this is no joke. It's my man Fernando. The series is called TrainEFit, where I work with athletes, professionals in the community to showcase. Now, he's a good friend of mine. I see him train a lot of people. I want to, give him the floor, roll out the carpet, the black mat, whatever you want to call it, to kind of let everybody know what he's working on. If he takes private clients, stuff of that sort, you guys look him up, shout out your social media. Floor's yours. I'm gonna go hydrate, catch my breath.
Guys, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Fernando Garcia Jr. _ I'm currently working on, I am gonna open up my own gym here in the next year or so you guys stay tuned for that. If you wanna come by and learn. So he did mention, do I take clients and stuff? So I'm looking to take some more maybe in the future, maybe when my career is over with, because it's a sport and it's not here forever, right? So you guys stay tuned for that. You can again follow me on my Instagram, or I have a website. Everything's connected to my Instagram. I'm currently not
I
taking.
like that.
Yeah, I'm not currently not taking too many clients, but feel free to reach out. I will be starting training camp soon. It's been a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
be here.
Thank you
for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
You guys stay tuned. Maybe there'll be a part 2, and he'll put me through a workout.
Yes.
And see if I
He's
can.
been trying to get me to come in here and do some work, and I told him we're working on it. So every time I see Fernando, he's part of our friend group. He always leaves me or he challenges me with a question. And I have one for you, right? Yeah. So, what is something that you want to accomplish? It's a 2-part question. What is something that you want to accomplish this month, right? And this year, right? But in order for you to accomplish it, you have to step outside of your comfort zone to achieve that goal.
Okay, so what do I want to accomplish this month? Let's start off with that one.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the month.
Yeah, I know.
We're in the middle of the month, but I have been working on some things, right? Personal growth outside of boxing is one, right?
What does that look like for you?
What does that look like for me? A little bit more networking, a little bit more doing things that I don't normally do, such as like recovery-wise type of things, right? I mean, that's still kind of in the boxing world, right? Because it still has to do with my career. But I do want to spread my wings a little bit, and like I said, I do want to open up my own gym. So if I'm going to do that, I want to be able to educate myself in different areas. So this month, that's one of my things, is spread my wings and try to accomplish that, in the sense of learn a little bit more, educate myself a little bit more in fitness overall.
Sure.
Read a book. Been trying to read a book.
It seems so easy, right? But
dude, that's hard. It's hard for me. It's hard for me. I have no shame in saying that I've maybe read 2 books in my life.
Wow. Yeah.
First one was The Alchemist. So
Great book.
Great book.
I highly recommend that book if you haven't read it.
So that's for this month. Again, I had an injury, so to keep that short, I wanted to fully recover this month. Work more on recovery. That's key for me right now. Now, in the year, one of my goals is to fight at least 3 times.
Ooh.
So I had a fight scheduled in May in Vegas, which I could not do due to the injury. So my goal has been pushed back a little bit, right? And now it's becoming harder, but that's what we're here for. Life throws obstacles at us, and they throw curveballs, and it's up to us to be patient and find ways to get through it.
Fernando, appreciate your time, man. Thank you for having me.
Sweaty hug.
Sweaty hug. Man.